Hello, YouTube. Thought I'd do a quick video. This video is going to be called Last Call, Last Chance. And what I mean by that is, if you've been following my YouTube channel, when I come up with an idea for an interface board, I will make a video about it. I have a website where you can sign up and get notified. That lets me know how many people may be interested in it. So now we're to the point here. I've had some people ask me, actually, here the other day, about certain projects that they're going to come to light. So that's what I mean by this video, Last Call, Last Chance. I'm going to post the link in the description below to these projects that are kind of in limbo. Now, a couple of them are fairly new, so I got to give them some time to see if I get enough people to sign up. But a couple of them have been out there for a couple of months. So those ones I'm going to have to decide here next week or two if we go forward with them. Now, I know sometimes it gets a little frustrating waiting. I know I've had people say, well, hey, man, I've been waiting for this one project and it's already been 2 months and, what's going on? Now, yes, I understand your frustrations. But sometimes the problem is that I need enough people to go forward with a project. And what I mean by that is there's a certain number I got to get minimum that people that are interested in that particular project. And that brings me to the next point I want to make. I'm going to have to adjust that number slightly. What I mean by that is I'm learning really quick that, let's just say, for an example, I have the number set at 10, and I get 10 people sign up for it. Well, obviously, that does not guarantee those 10 people are actually going to buy the product. If I get 6 out of the 10, that's doing okay. So, and I understand things happen. People have good intentions when they sign up. Things happen in life. Or perhaps they just decide to do something else, which is fine. I totally get it. But to compensate for that, I'm going to have to raise my number. So for that example, if it was 10, I got to change it to 15 now. Okay, and that will hopefully compensate for the ones that don't actually buy it when the time comes. Now, I know that's kind of a bad news, in a way that, hey, it's it makes it a little harder to meet that goal. But that's just the way I have to do this. And it takes a lot of time developing this stuff, and I just got to have that minimum requirement before I can go forward. And look at the bright side of things. If you are waiting for something and it's been a couple of months, like they say, if you wait, good things happen. And what I mean by that is, if you've been watching my YouTube video, I have gotten a 3D printer. So now any new projects I come up with, I can print up a enclosure box for it that would be included or have it to be an option or whatever the case may be. So there's advantages of waiting sometimes, or I may come up with another feature for that particular project too. So there's some pluses in waiting, but I understand how it gets kind of frustrating waiting. So that's why I'm making this video. I need to decide. A couple of these items that you see in front of you are fairly new. I got to give them a little more time before I decide, like the interface board for the Retevis RT97L. I just did a video about that, so that one I got to give a little more time before I make the deciding factor. Now, there's one item on here I haven't even done a video on yet, and I hope to do it soon, and that is to wirelessly turn off or on your repeater or whatever device. I hope to do a video on that shortly, but you can click on that and read about my idea for that. The other two are been out there for probably a couple months. I've done videos on them. The other two are the ones I got to decide here shortly if I go forward with them or not. And I'll, the next couple of weeks. So if you're interested, please come to the site, click on the item that you're interested in, and sign up to get notified. And it takes 2 seconds. It's your name and email address. That's it. It's really simple. And by doing that, that also does something for you, because you will get notified either way if the project becomes available or not. What I mean by that is, if I get enough people to sign up and I meet the minimum requirements and the project does come to light, you will get an email stating it's available. When you come to the website, you can actually purchase it. So, but if it does not become available, you will still get the email stating it is available. But when you come to the website, I'll have a note or a message on there, saying, sorry, the project did not become available due to blah blah blah, whatever reason. So either way, you'll be notified on what's going on. So that's why it's important that you sign up. Now, please only sign up if you're really seriously considering getting the item. So there you go. On some of these older items, last call, last chance. Sign up, and hopefully we'll meet the minimum requirements, and then we can go forward with the projects. If you have any questions or comments, please post them down below. Please subscribe. Thank you, and have yourself a good day.